Along with it. It was written, well, I don't know when it was written. It was written at some point during the end of the 1970s, but it was written about something that happened in the 1960s. Lindsay and I lived in San Francisco between 1965 and 1971, and that was the best time you could possibly have ended up in San Francisco if you were a musician, because everybody that was really anybody, except of course all the English people, who were also almost all there, were there in San Francisco between 65 and 70. So I was a senior in 1966, and Lindsay was a junior in 1966. He was a year behind me. And so I met him at some point during that time, and then I didn't see him again for 2 years. And 2 years later, I got a phone call from he and some friends, and they said, we have a really good band, and we'd like to know if you'd like to sing in it. And I said, well, yes, I would love to. I have never been in a band before, and I thought, but my grandfather sang country music, and I thought, okay, cool, I can do this. So I joined the band, and this band got we got good fast, and we were like making really good money, or so I thought. And so I was going to college. My mom and dad were supporting me. So the money that I made in the band was my own money, and my mom called it my mad money, and she let me keep it. Big of her, huh? Yeah, but she was a saver. So anyway, I had this extra money, and I heard this rumor that there was this amazing store in San Francisco. And that's where all the fantastic, famous rock and roll women bought their clothes for stage. So I said, well, I've got some money, I'm going to go up there and buy something to wear on stage. So I did, and I walked into this store expecting it to be a really big store. It was not a big store, it was a very small store, but it was a beautiful store. It was like 2 stories of the most beautiful things you'd ever seen in your life, and a hand-painted hardwood floor, and I just knew in my heart that there was no possible way I could afford anything in this store. However, I knew that I was standing right where Janis Joplin stood. And probably Grace Slick, and probably many, many other famous girls that I just cannot remember, but they were there too. So it was like the ghosts of all these famous women were standing around me, and I had this like premonition, and I thought, well, you can't afford anything now, so don't get upset about it, but one day, you will be able to walk into this store and buy anything you want, and you won't ever have to look at a price tag again. And I believed it. In my heart of hearts, I said, this is it. The dream it's coming, it's gonna happen. I don't have to worry about it anymore. I wanted it, I worked for it, and now I have it. It's just a few years down the road. I walked out of that store, and it didn't matter that I didn't get anything. I got something. I found a dream there. And I went back to the band, and that all started. And look at us on this stage today. 5 kids that had no idea whether or not we would ever even make another record after the first record. And the dream came true, because why? Because we believed in it. So the reason I'm telling you this story before the rest of my band gets up and walks out and gets in a car and drives somewhere and then comes back, is because I want you to know that in this crazy world that we live in, and it is crazy today, that if there's something that you do or that you can do that you believe in and is a passion for you, don't let anybody tell you that you can't do it. Don't let anyone say you're not talented enough, you don't have enough money, you're not educated enough, all the jaded people will come at you. Don't let them get in your way, because we are living proof that those dreams are out there and that you can do it if you just put your heart into it. Reach up into the stars, grab that star, pull it down to you, go to the Velvet Underground, and stay there!